Hello humans and pets. Today I'm wearing the V-neck again,
Wow.
and we're gonna be eating the food.
So we said we were going to go back, and we did a lot sooner than I planned because
Yeah.
somebody.
Finn loved it.
All right. So Subway, they don't have the special deal, but with these melts, we
BOGO
were
50.
curious. What they have to do at the BOGO 50, right?
Yeah.
Buy one get one at 50% off. But with the melts, I wanted to see the difference, so I let Ryan pick, and you picked a
Chicken bacon ranch.
chicken bacon ranch. They had it on the regular menu and they had it on a melt menu.
Yeah.
So I want to see, is it worth the extra minimal amount
Now,
of fee?
speaking of extra, so this is $15 for both of these with the BOGO 50.
Well, there's the price.
It's normally $20. It's $9.50 for each of these. So, what are the extra things we added?
So I wasn't sure before we do this. So it was no more money to have a melt as composed to
I
the
think
other one.
so. I can check.
I thought it was a little bit more money when I was looking at something else. That's why I'm asking. He's confused.
It doesn't say.
I
So,
thought it was a little bit more
I
money.
think
But
it might be the
anyways,
same.
we were curious, is it better as a melt or as a regular? So he
So we added
to the sandwich. Well, go ahead. You added it.
no, you
I don't know.
pickles. These to both. We added the same to both. Pickles, jalapenos, and banana peppers, since we like it.
Look, we got wet naps.
Oh, I love wet napkins.
You didn't get like jalapenos on there?
I said jalapenos.
Oh, I thought you said pickles and
Banana peppers and jalapenos.
Okay, so one of them is supposed to be a melt. So now, if you remember recently, our melts came in these little happy packets.
Like
with
a
these-
Happy Meal.
Yeah.
It's a better Happy Meal. I think that was. Nope, that was the Little Caesars bread. I said it's a better Happy Meal.
This one's written provolone, which isn't. I told you, I don't think you got the right order, Ryan.
I did, because it has a thing on the bag.
All right, maybe provolone is the cheese they use for the melt, but this doesn't feel hot. I don't know what we're gonna eat, but this goes
Let's
to
eat
show
the
you.
mystery sandwich.
This goes to show you. Sometimes you go to restaurants. It was a different guy. You never know what
It
you're
was
gonna
a different
get.
guy from yesterday.
You never know what you're gonna get. So you get what you get, and you don't get upset.
Looked good.
Okay, I don't know what this is.
Good answer.
You didn't get your food.
What do you mean?
Or maybe you did. This does
I
have
think-
jalapenos and peppers on it. So
Let's
is this
figure
the-
out which one's the melt.
That's gonna be a problem because they look the same.
They look the same. They feel the same. They both don't seem toasted. So,
Neither one of them.
um,
I don't think you got a melt.
well, they gave us two melts.
This one doesn't have any marks on it. This one almost looks like there's marks.
This
but
does look like it has marks.
It's not a melt. It's not the
I
same
think,
as what we had
I think it
yesterday.
is. I don't know. We'll try this one first. We'll say this one's not the melt.
Well, I'm gonna try them both. So we're gonna leave this here. And which side of this do you want? We'll see if it tastes
I'll
different.
just leave that one there.
Well, that one's, which one said provolone? This one, right?
That one says provolone.
Okay.
Okay.
So they look the same.
In the comments. Okay, here, you show yours. That one, yes. Show the.
But that's not this one. It's the same one as yours.
Show that one.
Okay.
And then I'll show this one. And then. So this is what it looks like.
And this is the other one.
And then I'll show you the bread if I don't make a messy.
They look almost,
that one looks
other
real
than
nice.
this little bit.
So I think that's the toasted part.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Let's try the untoasted one first.
This goes back with the comments I've said earlier.
Yeah, so I was
where-
going to say the presentation wasn't as good because
Yeah.
it wasn't in a little package. This was just a Subway plastic bag.
Which is fine, but we didn't expect the other packaging last time. And it
Correct.
threw us off. And now this time he comes out with two long ones.
We expected the packaging this time. I don't know. Let's try it. Cheddar bacon.
Cheddar bacon ranch.
I believe so. Yes. Let me. Chicken bacon ranch. I'm
Chicken
sorry.
bacon
Chicken bacon ranch. That's what I meant. Chicken bacon ranch.
Mm.
Are you just eating it?
No, a hot pepper fell
Oh,
out.
okay.
Yeah, let's try it.
I am a fan of chicken bacon ranch on things. I think it's underrated.
I'm gonna stop. I'm waiting for your assessment. I didn't want to sway you in any way.
Okay. No, say it, because I'm going to say my thoughts anyways.
I'm gonna stop here because I want to see if this has any difference in taste.
Mm-hmm. I'm a fan of the bacon and the chicken and the ranch.
Where's the bacon? You have bacon on yours?
Yeah, look, I have a ton of bacon.
Oh, there's a piece. Okay. I couldn't even taste it.
Your taste buds are off, though.
No, really.
Because mine,
Try it.
yeah, it's bacon. I don't know what he's on about. I think it's really good, but I don't like how they built it because they have the chicken and the bacon on one side of mine, and then they have the everything else on the other. And I'd rather have everything in one bite. Like I say that often on these types of videos. Let's try the melt.
I think this is why it didn't cost any more money because he gave you two of the same one.
No, because
That's what I'm thinking. This is not. I will say though, their bread
yeah,
is very good again
that's
today.
really good. I think this is the melt. Mm-hmm. The bread is a little more toasty on mine,
No, not at all.
but it
And I don't see any more cheese in mine than the other one had. None.
Mhm.
No more. This one tastes exactly the same. As this one. There is like no difference at all. I don't taste any difference. And my assessment of it is trying to relate the other one that we had. So many different ones, but like if you go back to way back to the Jersey Mike one, the bacon was fresh and had a nice smoky taste to it. And this bacon, I could barely even tell it was in there. I had to find it on mine. It doesn't. My piece does not have
this
it.
is overwhelmingly bacony.
No, but the thing
On
is,
mine.
the thing is too, is the chicken is the same exact chicken that was in the hot sauce chicken.
Mhm.
So,
The buffalo chicken.
although it's good and it's moist, it just tastes like a boiled chicken. It doesn't have any flavors.
I don't think either of these are melts.
Mm-mm.
I don't know if I'm even gonna title it a melt.
No, it is a melt. It's a chicken melt fail
Yeah,
because they did not.
that's gonna be like something like the title.
We just got two of the same exact grinders. I mean, this does almost look toasted.
It's a little toasty, but it wasn't toasted for long enough, and I don't taste the difference in the cheese. But what I'm gonna say, it's very bacony. The chicken is just like chicken-y. I am a huge fan of this. The ranch is delicious. This is the best grind I've ever had from Subway. Not the best grinder in the world, but this is the best. And it's not a melt, which I am sad about. But it is my favorite.
We
so.
both never had this grinder. So when he picked it, I'm like, oh, good, I've never had it. But I really wanted to see, is the melt better? That was my whole point of doing this.
That was the video.
Yeah.
Chicken bacon ranch is the melt better than the regular one.
I
Should
do
you
like
get
your
it in a
addition.
melt?
I like your addition of the hots. I do like that. Those are good.
I don't know what to say. It's delicious,
It-
but it's not
it
what
is.
we ordered. So
Both of them are good, but they're both the same. That's the problem. There's no cheese on here for a melt. None on either one. It says provolone on it, but I don't see any.
and it's very lightly toasted.
Like,
it's
if you
not
look-
heavily toasted either.
I
Which
didn't
is
want to
also kind
spill
of an
it.
issue.
I'm missing here. Like I'm trying not to spill it, but there is no cheese. This is all ranch dressing. Like
Very little cheese.
no more cheese than
No.
if it was melted. like on a melt. Like this is a little piece of cheese here, but
Both of the things have the same same amount of cheese.
yeah, I don't know.
This is really good.
It is good.
It's up there with one of my favorite subs. I'm a huge
No,
fan of this.
I can't go there.
I think other places could do it better, but this is really, really good. The only critique I have is, get the order right first of all. It's on the receipt that you attach to the bag, so just, if you work at some, double check. We ordered through the app, so it'll say melt, I hope. I would just like to say, it's built where the meat's on one side and the salad's on the other. I'd rather have the meat and the salad
See,
mixed
I think
or
it's built
in
good.
the same thing.
It's built
Because
well.
on mine, I have like a whole bite of chicken, and then I have a whole bite of lettuce and peppers. And I'd rather have a bite of chicken, lettuce, and peppers. That's what I look at.
I will agree in some aspect. It is a very good grinder. Like if you've never had this one, but this would be an awesome grinder if the chicken had some kind of flavor
Yeah.
in with it. Really, because
But
like
the
just
ranch
any
helps
kind
it,
of a
but it needs more.
no. But I'm just talking about. I'm thinking about the chicken sandwich we had from
The
D'Angelo's.
adobo oh. I thought you were talking about like the adobo seasoning they put on adobo chicken and
No,
like some
that's
burrito stuff.
very good, too.
That would be delicious in this. So
Those are in the burritos. But like when we had the chicken salsa, we call it the burrito grinder from D'Angelo's.
The
That
Southwest.
chicken had a nice Southwest seasoning on it. This one I think would be spectacular if they hit that with anything, just so it doesn't taste
pepper,
like
salt.
a boiled. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, salt and pepper would work, but so it just doesn't taste like boiled chicken. That's all. But other than that, there are other grinders or even hamburgers that we've had where you get that bacon. Well, think of IHOP. Super smoky flavor. He's right under your seat, so don't sit up.
Yeah, I won't.
Super smoky flavor and really good bacon. To me, this one is not. What was it the other day? I said, "Oh, this would be great with a slab of bacon in it." It was the buffalo chicken one we had. But this bacon to me isn't. First of all, I like it. Your
He
mother
has
would
lost
hate this.
his marbles.
No, cause look,
It is so bacony in mine. You get the bacon flavor throughout the entire thing. He's going crazy.
I think this is just a bad piece of bacon. It really is.
Because my bacon is so I think its taste buds are like deteriorating. Because my bacon was so flavorful throughout the whole thing. So,
I'm just getting old.
I
Yeah,
guess.
I don't know. And maybe it got drowned out but that's my only thing. Where the chicken to me is kind of flat.
No, the chicken needs work. But,
The bread, on the other hand, is still phenomenal.
I
It's
love
really
their
good.
bread.
It's really good.
It's so good. That's
But unfortunately, it's not the review we started with. But that's what you're gonna get.
I can show you this.
No, it doesn't matter. I mean, we know what we ordered. When he came walking out of the
The
store,
top one says melt, right?
so when we came out
And
of
the
the
bottom
store,
one says not melt,
yeah,
right?
unless the kid did it yesterday and he did it, but he didn't do it right. It looked like they were melted, and it had a lot
No,
more
those
cheese.
were definitely melts.
Yeah. I mean, maybe this guy got confused.
So I don't.
Maybe he got confused because we ordered a
We
regular
ordered
one.
the sub and the melt. Maybe you just
Yeah.
looked over the melt part and just made the sub.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're both good, but they're both the same. So we can't tell you, is the melt better? Maybe, if we got one. I
Yeah.
don't know. So that was the whole point of the review. And, but again, this is a good example of we can only review what we get, and that's why we try to say, because some people may frown on the fact that, we don't say nice things about their favorite restaurants, but I try to show you so you don't just think we're nitpicking and we're making it up. You know what I mean? Like it's
besides the creation and the order getting wrong, that was really good for me. but that's not what I ordered, so it makes me unhappy.
Right. The only issue I really have, and I hate to keep harping on it, but this chicken is so moist and tender, and it almost feels like they like boiled it in water in a microwave to heat it up.
Yeah.
You watch the little Subway guy.
Well,
That's
it's
probably
been
how they
sitting
do
under
it.
the warmer for
Yeah.
a little bit.
But it is very tender, but it's just really flavorless.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? And
It's a
but
good
that's-
piece of chicken, but it adds nothing to the sandwich.
Mhm.
Besides the chicken part. I mean, if you like just boiling chicken, we have a place near us that makes chicken. It has no flavor, but they just give you a ton of chicken, I guess.
Well, that's not really nice to us. It's in the next state over, but
Well, yeah, it's pretty
it's not
far.
that far from us. But anyways, but I was just saying that like people flock to this restaurant and they basically give you boiled chicken, and that's all it is. There's
I know,
no
like
salt.
I know, like
there's no pepper.
the niece or nephew of like the owner's
No.
thing.
But people love it.
Yeah, people love the place. It's boring chicken. I'd rather have like pepper or something good on the chicken. But
The first time I went to go there, I was all excited because I thought they were going to have buffalo chicken and barbecue chicken and sweet and Southwest chicken.
different types of chicken.
And it's literally, they bring you out boiled chicken. But,
Good chicken, but it's just chicken. It's very. One time I went, right? I went once. It was dry, right?
yeah, it wasn't that good.
It was very bad
It was
chicken.
not good, yeah.
But
In fact,
it's
he
good
ate,
chicken.
they also serve pasta and stuff. But that's
Oh,
not
I
the
ate- I
review.
ate
But
pasta.
anyway, yeah, he ate that instead. But,
And then they gave you like a little thing, and you go and get like this boat.
yeah, anyways, long story short, that this was kind of reminds me of that chicken though, because
It's
it's
boring.
good, but it's boring. And actually, he was the first time he ever when he was little, and he leaned over and he's like, "Dad, is this all they have? Like this isn't even good. Like it doesn't have any taste." And I go,
It was
exactly
boiled
why I never
chicken.
go to this restaurant. It was literally, and people are scoffing it down like they can't get it. But
People love
that's
the
what
chicken.
this actually reminded me of, because the chicken is good. It was tender,
This wasn't dry.
but it was not. It was flavorless.
But it was
you know,
boring.
it was literally again. But that's the difference too. D'Angelo's grills their food.
And they have a ton of flavor.
Well, they season it up, they cook it on a flat top that has other food on
Yeah.
it, that has a seasoning on it, and it just
D'Angelo's
it adds
makes,
a flavor.
See, Subway eat fresh, right? D'Angelo's like cooks it fresh, right? Subway's pre-cooked. So unless they run out of chicken, it's gonna be the same chicken
Well, I don't know
from
how
this
they-
morning.
I don't know how
it's
they
in
do
a
it.
bucket,
Yeah.
and then they go over and they're like, "You want
Scoop it,
chicken?
yeah.
Whoop. You want sauce? Whoop. You want this?" And so it's not like, okay, we need 5 cheeseburgers for the cheeseburger.
And I think that's why it's not seasoned, because you don't want to put like a Southwest season on that and then throw it in a buffalo chicken wing. But then they might
Yeah.
have one that's a barbecue chicken and it would taste different and stuff like that.
And then
So
you would have
you got to keep it plain. And I get
Chicken.
it, for speed and all of that.
the buffalo chicken from Subway wasn't cooked in the buffalo sauce.
No.
It was just-
it
it was
was
chicken
that
with buffalo
it was
sauce.
that chicken. This was the same
Yeah.
exact chicken. They just added different flavor.
And it was 2 days later.
I'm not gonna say it's the same.
Hopefully
exact
it's not
chicken,
the same bird.
but it's the same.
That would be funny though.
It's
But
the same flavor. It's the same
Yeah.
chicken. They just add a different sauce. So
so
again,
I highly recommend anything. If anybody's like, you want some chicken bacon ranch flavor, anything, pizza, this, yes. Just say yes.
that was his whole thing. He really
It's
wanted
good.
to just have chicken bacon
Ranch.
ranch flavors, and which is fine. And again, it was a good grinder. Their bread is phenomenal. He used to say he didn't like the bread at Subway, and I'm like, how can you say that? Like it's a good fresh roll. It was good. Was it D'Angelo's good? I don't think so.
I
Those
like
were
it more
some of the
toasted. These ain't
yeah,
toasted.
Yeah, we didn't get what we
So,
ordered. We didn't get what we ordered.
I like them more toasted. They're really good. Not as good as other places I've eaten. And in fact, I think the discount 33-cent loaf of bread at Walmart
Yeah.
when it's a day old is some of the best bread in the world. Way better than this. But there's something about the sub bread that makes it taste like a sub.
It is.
It's
I
the
mean,
bread that matters.
overall, it was
really
it was a decent grinder. The
Yeah, the
this is the
sad
part
pleasant
is it just
experience. Besides the fact that we didn't get our food.
yeah. I mean, we've never eaten it, so I would recommend you get it if you've never tried that one. It was good, but
Yeah.
just know you know, when you eat the chicken, it just doesn't have any seasoning on it. It
But
just it
people
tastes
like that. Like
Some people love that.
I prefer like
Your special guest would
the
recommend
ham
it.
with like the pepper on the outside.
Yes, I agree.
Besides just ham, but
Same
I'll,
thing.
I'll take just ham. You know, I'll take just chicken, but I way prefer adobo chicken, a chicken with like some Cajun seasoning.
But see,
or
that's
super duper spicy.
You say that
chicken.
with the pepper on the outside because that's usually like a black forest
Forest
ham,
ham.
but that also has a nice smoke taste to it.
Correct.
See, even the bacon I ate today, it didn't have like overwhelming.
I had the bacony taste. It wasn't smoky.
Yeah, but it wasn't
was-
smoky. Like
No.
some, we've got. I mean, listen, we traveled the country, and you know, there's been times I cut open a thing of bacon down south, and the minute you open it, before you even cook it, you just the house
The
just
house-
smells
the fire
so
alarms
good.
go off and
No, it just
they're like,
smells good with the smoke flavor that's really
Yeah.
on it. That bacon I just had. And we said that, I want to say it was Jersey Mike's, but we said that, like the freshness of it, and you take a bite of the bacon, or it might even been way back when we had the bacon on the burger. Like, if sometimes you get a bite of bacon, and we've
Yeah.
done it, you buy the same brand at the store. Sometimes it's really smoked
Now
well
we
and
used
good.
to buy this like $22.30
That was the best
bacon.
one. It was even cheaper than
Right.
that sometimes.
It was like $1 sometimes.
Yeah.
Like it was a pack, and it was like the odd pieces of bacon, like they're all different
Yeah,
sizes.
it was like
and
basic
thickness.
bacon parts. We used to get it at
Yeah.
Walmart, and they came in almost like a box instead
And I
of
know
the
you
thing,
can
but-
buy a
oh,
box of like
so good.
a 5-pound box of that bacon, but they don't sell it at Walmart for super cheap anymore.
No, they don't even sell it there anymore.
At
but
least where we are.
that was super
so.
smoked, and it was really
It was
good.
really
and
good.
again, different parts of the country we've traveled where you get better smoked meat and
We
stuff.
don't eat a
but
lot of bacon. We always have bacon downstairs.
We used to.
but we never
We used
eat
to.
it.
Yeah, we used to though.
Every once in a
when you were
while.
little, but you don't eat breakfast.
I don't eat breakfast.
That's the
and
problem.
it's kind of it's like the issue is you cook a thing of bacon and then you eat a whole thing of bacon.
If you think
There's
back
no
before
stopping
when you were
yourself.
younger and I made you eat breakfast, you would have like bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches in
Yeah, I
the morning.
did.
You just don't eat breakfast anymore, so we don't ever have a chance to cook the bacon.
Mm-hmm.
But again, a little off topic. But that was kind of what I was getting at. Like the ingredients to me today, where if I'm going to compare it to D'Angelo's, which we can, because that was the closest one we did. Even the onion, like it just didn't. Nothing
It-
seemed fresh.
It's Subway. Well, it
look,
eat fresh.
But sometimes, you know what? I've had really good stuff there, and
Yeah.
I've had grinders when I'm getting like a BMT, and your mother used to put. I'd have cucumbers and olives, and you name it. We'd put
I
everything on
said
it.
I want to get a Subway grinder with every sauce, every like
Right.
everything on
But-
it.
and that's kind of how she used to
The
get me one, because
everything
that's how I
Subway.
like, again, a sloppy thing. But with that, sometimes you get like a really fresh cucumber and stuff. The ingredients today just didn't seem right, and it wasn't prepared right, so we didn't get
No,
what we ordered.
We
so
didn't get what we ordered.
that also changes everything. But they were decent grinders.
Yeah.
And sorry for this is a review fail, but
Yeah.
it's only a review fail because, again, we didn't get. And it was funny because when he came out of the store, I must have been looking at him the same way I was when he came out of the store the other time, and he had the little sandwich.
Every
bags of
time
food.
I like,
I'm like-
because I'm the one who goes into the stores.
I
so
make you
every
do that.
time I go into the store and I come out with a bag, he always looks at me funny.
Well, it didn't
No
look
matter
right
what.
because I was expecting the
the
other
bread
day.
from Little Caesars, this.
Well, when he came out today, I was expecting the little sandwich-looking bag,
Kind of what Popeyes
and,
puts their chicken sandwiches
and he
in,
come
right?
out with two big
Or McDonald's does it too, I
footlongs,
think.
and I was like, "That's not what we ordered."
Mm-hmm.
So when we were driving, I had to drive home, and I'm like, "Is one even hot?" And he's like, "I think so." And it was
One was
one of them was
warm,
definitely
but-
warm because all the paper towels were wet. So they
That might have been the ranch.
they
that
tried-
they missed the sandwich on.
they tried to cook it.
That's the issue is
But I
when you
don't
put all the
know what
meat
happened.
and then you put the salad, you're holding it like this. So it's like that. Like this is the opening. These are the bread. So what you want is you want it like this. You put the meat and then the stuff on top. They do it like they this time did it like this. So
Like a
here's
bee.
all the meat and then you put all stuff and then you put the stuff on it. When you wrap it, that it's touching like the
It
bag.
swishes. He has a big issue with that. He really does like the bread cut totally in half. Build the sandwich, put the bread on top.
No,
then
I don't.
cut it.
I don't
Yeah,
like
you
it
do.
cut in half.
You do.
Because I like the side because you can eat it like this if you
Yeah,
want.
I know, but you can't have it both ways because if you're gonna keep it open, you gotta put
Cut
the
a
meat on the
triangle
bottom.
on the
Yeah,
top.
and they used to, and that was the worst ever. And if you're not old like me and you can't remember when Subway first came out, and they put that V wedge on the top, and then they would stuff all the stuff in, and they'd stick that tiny little wedge, so you kind of have
I
to hold
wasn't
the
here.
wedge. That was the most annoying. So at least they cut it, but they keep it, and
No,
they
you
open
can
it
make
up.
you can make the sub like that. and just put the stuff on. You don't have to cut it all the way in half.
But that's the way, because you can't, because the meat won't hang out the sides.
Every other sub we've had from them last time was made right.
Again, I try to explain to them, you know, you can go to the same restaurant every day for a week and
Different person.
same meal every day for a week, but you get a different cook or a different prep person, and it's going to taste different. And that's the thing, because he is taking culinary. He does want to work in the field.
It should be consistent.
It should be, but that's the trick of being a good cook or a good prep person or a good whatever.
Sandwich
is
maker,
to get
sub maker.
whatever it is. But I mean, Subway is more simplistic because you're literally making subs, a couple pizzas here and there, but it's not. But when you get into, like, if you do turn into and stop being a cook and you get into a restaurant that has 15 different meals, it's not easy to make the best meal every meal. Sometimes you're going to have a bad cook, and even, you know, I mean, so many people rave about Sonic. We've gone to Sonic, and now one meal was phenomenal, and the next two were horrible. They were dry.
Some of the worst.
Muya. No, everybody tweets how great Muya is. We've
Watch
gone
out
there
for the
twice.
thunderstorms.
We've
There's
gone there
thunderstorms
twice,
now.
and twice the food has been terrible.
Yeah.
So again, could just be our store. Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Again, my sister used to work there a million years ago. The pizza was delicious. We've yet to have a good Pizza Hut pizza from there.
Yeah.
So it could
really.
be our store.
We've
That
had some
we
bad
weren't
Pizza Hut
living there
pizza.
when we used to get it. So, you know, what we present is just what we present, and we get what we get, and unfortunately,
That's the fun of it.
And the thing is too, it's a lot of it's opinion. So what we might not like, someone else might love.
Yeah.
But we show you what it is, and hopefully you enjoy watching
It's our
us.
review for a reason.
And that's just it. And you know, and we were talking about it, you know, trying to do different things. And like, we were sent one place one time by somebody. They thought it was the best food they ever had. We went there and I was like, oh my God, this is terrible.
What
Again,
food?
I don't want to give it up in case they watch it. But
The sea.
no, the sea salt. Well,
No.
that was, well, there you go. The sea
salt
salt.
is
That's a
terrible.
perfect
I
example.
thought, could you?
Yep. No.
Some guy was like, "Go here." There was a
Best
Naruto in the
seafood he
parking
ever
lot.
had, yeah.
I go there. I get a burger. It was bloody. It was dripping everywhere.
Twice.
And then we sent it back, and then it was
Came back the same way.
and
yeah.
they took the same. They
It was the
could've-
same. It was terrible.
It was the same meat. They just like took the meat out and cooked the meat a little more.
but that's a good example.
But it still had the bite taken out of it, and the bun. It still had the bite taken out of it.
Yeah.
Which
You
I
know,
don't
you
care.
got- you got your same one back.
But the issue was that you can see the bloody meat this time because there's a bite taken out of the meat,
And it was still raw.
and it was
Came
still
back.
raw.
It was the second time.
It felt
But-
more raw than the
But
first.
again, that was a perfect example. The nice guy helped him with his trailer, and they raved, said it was the best food they ever ate. And honestly,
we thought it was closed because there was like a older.
his was
people right
raw
next to
choice.
us.
Mine was the funkiest food I ever ate. Like, it didn't even taste fresh,
Yeah.
and it was weird, and it was just everything
Well,
about
there
it.
was like an older couple next to us, right?
Yeah.
Who were in the car. But
Yeah.
they weren't going in. We thought it was closed. Only other car in the parking lot were these two people sitting in their car.
Yeah, we actually asked him, was it open? And he's like, yeah, but, you know, he didn't really recommend it. And I was like, okay. And then we went in, and the food was horrible.
Yeah.
So, again, you know, same thing. You know, one of these days,
If
and we had
were
mentioned
doing
this.
it at this time
we-
and we were doing this stuff, that would have been so fun.
But you know, we had said this because one of the things we were thinking of doing is
Yeah.
it's like to get some suggestions from you guys, and if it's anywhere in the drive-in distance, go and get like what you think is your favorite meal at your favorite place, and see. But if we were to do that, leave a comment down below if you
Yeah.
would like to see that, and B. You can't have hard feelings because we may go
Yeah.
and you may think the shrimp cocktail at Joe Blow's Diner is the best shrimp cocktail you ever had, but when we eat it, we're like, oh my goodness. But it might be just ours, and I'll tell you, oh, it's rubbery or it's nasty or whatever it is. But you know, you can't take it if we don't like
Or
what you like.
send us
that's,
like different types. Like if you want barbecue, we're gonna do a Thai one soon.
No,
If
we
you
do. We
want-
are still
if you
that's
want,
definitely
like,
on the
certain
list.
different like varieties, different genres of
Yeah.
like food.
This was I put this in his head. I wanted to see really, and again it was a fail, so
Yeah.
we have to try it again. But I really wanted to see, is the melt better than the regular grinder? We didn't get to see that.
We didn't
today
get to see that today.
because-
Maybe we'll go back and get
Another
a melt.
time.
The chicken bacon ranch.
No, I told him anyways originally we should have tried like something common like a BMT or something that everybody is like. We never had this, so I couldn't tell you which one was better. They were both good.
I think from
They were
now
both
on
good.
we should just review the melts. and not confuse the
This is
people.
what he's trying to do. He wanted to get two different melts, and that
No,
was his
I
whole
wanted
thing,
the chicken bacon ranch and the chicken bacon ranch and see if the melt is good.
Someone-
There's normally cheesier things and toasted things.
but it would have been
are
better.
better.
I agree.
And
I think
this
it
was
would have
phenomenal,
been. I think
but
it would have been better.
It's not what we ordered.
No,
so.
I think it would have been better. I really do. I think that when you toast it a little bit and then you get the Parmesan cheese and the mozzarella cheese or the provolone even is even better because that melts really nice.
Yeah.
Then it would have added a whole nother flavor and a
so
whole nother
good.
texture, and I think it would have been better.
Yeah.
But we didn't get what we got. But someone leave a comment down below that you don't want to see
This
the
is
whole
an
menu of
outrage.
anyways, because that's what he gets stuck on something. Like,
No, I don't want to do the whole
There were,
menu.
like,
I
three
just
different
wanna-
places.
I want to try the melts.
I know you
'Cause
do,
I think
but
the melts is a cool concept.
we
I want
gave-
to try the tuna one because I've never had tuna from Subway.
All right, well, we'll keep that in mind. But
Maybe
in
tomorrow.
the meantime, yeah, that's what he keeps trying to do. This is how we ended up with the Little Caesars bread. And then he's like, I don't want to go anywhere else. That's all I'm going to go. So I try to give you a little variety, and I try to hit different restaurants and different styles and different things. So therefore, except for when we're actually competing with, like when we did the chicken sandwiches, which,
Or we
again,
did pizzas for a little bit.
I'm trying to get him to try two different
Yeah.
chicken sandwiches that looked really good. So, and but we'll see. So, sorry it was a fail today, but it wasn't because they were actually two of the same, but they were both really tasty. And if you haven't had the chicken bacon ranch, they were good. I think they could have been so much better with some
Way better.
seasoning and better. Today, the ingredients to me today were not good, and that's all I was trying to get.
Mine
You
is-
kept saying the bacon was
No,
my
the
bacon
bacon was
wasn't
very-
smoky. It
It
wasn't.
wasn't smoky,
If you even
but you
looked
get
at
bacon.
mine, your mother wouldn't have ate it. Mine was, and I like it this way. I like chewy bacon. But mine was borderline like too chewy for some people. Like there was no
Mine was
crisp
fine.
to it. There was no.
No, there was no crisp
and
to
it
it.
wasn't a lot of flavor. So
Mine had a ton of bacon flavor, not like smoky, but like bacon.
see, and I don't know how you get that because bacon is all about the smoke.
No,
flavor
bacon
to
is
me.
about the meat.
It is the flavor, but it's all about the smoke.
Sometimes the smoke isn't good on bacon though.
No, I don't know about that. But and honestly,
Right. Bacon's really good with smoke.
In a lot of times, I mean, we built a fire pit so we could cook over smoke instead of like a gas grill's nice. You can get your food quick, but
Now,
you don't get
whenever
the
we
flavor.
grill, we use charcoal.
We've been
I
using
have
charcoal.
a little like, I had one. We got it at a yard sale.
Yeah.
It was like a little charcoal
Yeah,
grill.
but we only bought another $20 one. It's a nice little cheap
We
one,
got
but it's so
$20
much.
charcoal grill. We buy charcoal.
And this goes back before
light
we
it.
hit your 40-minute mark. But before long story short, when we used to do even that chicken we would have had, it tasted like it was boiled chicken.
Yeah.
Where if you would have cooked that, and this goes back to the hamburger one where you said, Burger King's burgers always taste better to me because that little bit of char and flame broiled really makes a
But
taste,
I
even
think-
if it's
I
not
think
seasoned.
The patty itself isn't that
But
good.
even if it's not seasoned, it adds a flavor to it. And it's the same thing.
McDonald's
You
seasons
cook
their patties,
that
I
you
think.
cook that chicken and you boil it like they did, or you take that chicken and you stick it on a grill for a couple of minutes and let some charcoal flavor or smoke get into it. It's gonna change the flavor and give a flavor to the chicken without seasoning.
And it's gonna be the same time
But
to cook it.
right. So that's just all. And I know Subway doesn't have that
So
prep.
eat fresh.
They don't have that prep ability.
Yeah, they don't
But
have the
that's where you need to hit it
stuff
with
for
something
But
while you're cooking
they
it.
put like
and then-
artificial smoke, like
which is
powder
fine.
or something.
Not even they don't need smoke flavor, but if they would have hit it with like a salt and pepper to give
Oh,
it a
anything,
taste, it would have
anything.
made it better than just boiled chicken. So
Yeah.
that being said,
Eat fresh,
thank you for
everybody.
sticking along if you're still here.
Subscribe, please.
And sorry if we rambled about nothing because we didn't have the meal we were looking
Yeah,
for.
this
So
was a fail.
yep,
We
we can just say Subway
like the
fail.
video for this
Subway
epic fail.
And again, thank you for all your suggestions and hope you enjoyed the review.
Woo!